Let's take a look at this vertical projectile motion question. A ball is dropped from point A and reaches point B h meters below point A in time t. The ball takes 2 seconds to fall from point B to point C on the ground. The distance from point B to point C is 8h meters. See the diagram below. Ignore the effects of air friction. Let's go on to question 3.2. Show by means of calculations that time t is equal to 1 second. So to solve this question, to solve the question, I'm going to start with A to B. So from A to B, I know that VA is 0. I don't know VB. I know that the time is t. And I know that the delta y is h. And the acceleration is 9.8 downward. So I'm going to use the equation delta y is equal to vi delta t plus half a delta t squared. So h is equal to 0 plus half times 9,8 t squared. H is equal to 4,9 t squared. Then I'm going to focus on A to C. I know VA is 0. I don't know VC. I know that the time is going to be t plus 2. And delta y is going to equal 9h. And then lastly, A again is 9.8 down. Now I'm going to use the same equation, but now I'm going to substitute directly. So 9h equals 0 plus 4,9 into t plus 2 all squared. Now I have equation 1 and equation 2. I'm going to substitute one into the other. So I'm going to substitute this value for h. So 9 into 4.9 t squared is equal to 4.9 into t plus 2 all squared. Now I can simplify. 9 times 4,9 is 44,1. So 44,1 t squared equals 4,9 into t squared plus 4t plus 4. Now simplify. 44,1 t squared is equal to 4,9 t squared plus 4,9 times 4 is 19,6. So 19,6 t plus 19,6. Now this is a quadratic formula, so take everything over. So 44,1 minus 4,9 is 39,2 t squared minus 19,6 t minus 19,6 is equal to 0. Now you substitute this into the quadratic formula. You'll get t is equal to 1 or t is equal to minus half. We'll reject this and we'll accept the t equal 1. Let's move on. Question 3.3. Using equations of motion only, calculate the speed with which the ball reached point C. So again, I want to write out the quantities that I know. I know that the time from A to C is going to be 1 plus 2, which is 3 seconds. I know the velocity at A is 0. And I know that the acceleration is 9,8 down. And so if I know 3 things, I can solve anything. So if I want to solve for the velocity at c, I can use the equation Vf is equal to Vi plus A times delta t. Vf is Vc, that's 0, plus 9,8 times 3. So the velocity at c is 9,8 times 3, which is 29,4 meters per second. And calculate, speed, fine. Next question, determine the height from which the ball was dropped. So question 3.4.1. Again, let's write out the information that we know. We know VA is 0. We know VC is 29,4. We know acceleration is 9,8 down. We also know the total time is equal to 3. So we want to solve for delta y. So let's use the equation Vf squared is equal to Vi squared plus 2a delta y. So Vf is 29,4 squared is equal to 0 plus 2 times 9,8 times delta y. So 29,4 squared divided by 2 times 9,8 gives me 44,1. So delta y is equal to 44,1 meters. Now 3.4.2. Determine the height of the ball at point B. So at point B, it still has 8/9 of the height left. So 44,1 times 8/9. And that's equal to 39,2 meters. Let's move on to the last question. Sketch a position time graph for the motion of the ball from the moment it was dropped until it reaches point C. So I'm going to draw my axes like this. And if the ball was dropped, the graph should look like this. So this is going to be point C, where the ground is the reference. So that's my 0. Point A is going to be right here at the top, 44,1. Then after 1 second, so let 1 second be roughly here, the height was 39,2. That's 1 second. And the last thing that's missing is the time taken for the ball to reach point C. We haven't worked that out yet, but we can work it out. So if we go look at our information that we have here, the time, well, we do know the time is 3. So this here is 3. And so we just make sure that we have everything. The ground is our reference, so the ground is our 0 line. The position of the ball from which it was dropped, so A. The time and position for when it reached point B, we got that. And the time taken for it to reach point C. So this is point B right here. And so we have all the information. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.